Hey guys, Danny here. Um, so I told myself I'm not doing any more car reviews. Reviews in the car, just because summer's about to hit, and then with the AC going, and then all this stuff, it's just too much issues with sound and whatnot. Um, but right now I'm not dealing with that issue in this moment. I'm not gonna talk too much on this movie. It's gonna be a short review because I don't want to ruin it. I watched it when it first came out. I went into it blind. I didn't watch the trailer. I was actually just needing to get out of the house, and movies are my go-to when, I'm not feeling the greatest. So I went out and I picked this movie, and I fucking fell in love with it. Like, the week it came out, like after I watched the movie, I looked it up on IMDb and it was already at like 7 point something out of 10 on reviews. So I'm just like, man, like that tells you how good it is. So the premise of the movie is a live television broadcast in 1977 going horribly wrong, unleashing evil into the nation's living rooms. Yeah, okay. So I love late night talk shows. I love the 60s. I love the 70s. This whole movie is an episode of a late night TV show, a fictional one. And it's brilliant. It really feels like you are sitting within the live audience watching all of this happen, and you're slowly just like building up this creepy, like feeling this eeriness of like, okay, what's about to happen. Like there's kind of like a similar feeling you get when you're watching Nope and watching like the flashbacks to the television show and everything happening. You're just like, you're sitting there waiting, like when you're sitting there waiting and then the ape pops up and stuff, and to like see the kid and you're like that's what it feels like. I'm sorry, that's the only example I can think of, just out of like that real that authentic feeling of like you're in it, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're in it, you're watching it live. Everything is so it beautifully done. From the styling, it feels like it was actually recorded in the 70s, all the way like down to the fact that the majority of the movie is filmed in full screen. I think it's only when they're doing like behind the scenes, or like every time the show's going to a commercial, it shows like behind the scenes and it goes black and white, and I think it goes widescreen. But other than those like little moments, it's in like full screen. And the talk show host has his little like sidekick on the side and stuff, and with the band and making jokes, like it's crazy. Also, it's Halloween night, everyone's dressed in costumes, things are kind of like sketchy with this person sitting in the audience in a skull costume, and you're like, okay, is this person about to do something? I don't know. I think that's the most I'm gonna give away as far as that. I mean, it's not really a part of the plot. Also, spoiler, I guess, with the skull. A lot of people have theories about it. Anyways, the skull costume, the skeleton costume. Come on, Daniel. But yeah, I'm trying to see. I know there was something. It does kind of dip a toe into like some Hollywood lore of, well, is it specific to Hollywood? I don't know. I actually don't really want to get into it. I know that it is a part of the premise, but I honestly didn't feel like it was really part of it, or at least that's just not what I was focused on. Being the reasoning as to why everything's happening. But the more that I do watch videos, I'm like, okay, I see that people are really making an emphasis on him making this like sacrifice. Again, I'm not gonna get into it. I don't want to ruin it for you. But yeah, I think that's really all that I want to say on it. I don't want to ruin it. I really, okay, this is my biggest thing. Actually, me and my niece are really big on this. If you're not a fan of like Jordan Peele or like Twilight Zone, like original Twilight Zone and newer ones, like if that doesn't do it for you and what you're looking for in content and looking for a movie, you're probably not gonna like this. I feel like it's more on the thinking side compared to other things, you know, that are out right now that this could have easily fell in the same trope with. This is definitely more original than a lot of things that have come out recently. But yeah, I would say if you're the type of person and you're just looking for jump scares in your horror, which there's nothing wrong with, you're not gonna like this. If you didn't like Nope, if you didn't like Get Out, again, if you don't like the Twilight Zone or anything like that, and you're looking for like the instant gratification and the scare, you're not gonna get this here. So this is not the movie for you, and that is okay. But yeah, that's really all that I have to say on that. I really hope you check it out and enjoy it, and let me know what you think. I'm curious to see how many more people fall in love with this movie. I know some of my favorite reviewers and podcasters have talked about this movie in the same regard. So yeah, I'm curious. This is filmed in like a mockumentary style also. I forgot to mention that, so that really adds to the effect of everything. It's really cool. But yeah, that's it. All right, guys, thank you for watching and listening and all the good things. See you later.